All right, man. We got Madman Leek in the building. How you doing, brother?
Yo, yo, what's good? What's the word, bro?
Oh man, not much, man. We just up here chilling, man. We waiting to get the champion up here to speak, So while that's happening, we figure we might as well just run some of this other content that we got just sort of sitting right here in front of our faces, man. How you feeling about your upcoming battle?
Shit, it's good, man. I mean, Mazi, I'm a fan of Mazi. He one of the only people that's like on my list of people that I actually want to battle and has been for a minute. So, I'm ready for it. I like his style, his punch style. He punch heavy. He don't punch like every bar, but when he do punch, it's heavy. And I fuck with his delivery, so I think it's gonna make for a good style clash. So I'm ready for it.
There we go. There we go. That's what's up. And also I guess just while you're here, man, like Free World, man, you guys are putting on a bit of a master class, if I do say so myself, man. Sort of just
Appreciate that, bro.
how did Free World even sort of come to be, and how did that happen?
Um, I don't even know the exact way, but I just know Will tapped in and we was talking about doing a collab event at one point. Didn't happen, and then a year later, obviously I had took like a year off for 2024, was it? 2024 I didn't battle. And so towards the end of that year, Will reached out to me and I was like, all right, fuck it, let's do something up here. Um, and we knew we had a couple battles that like already booked that we could use. So we was all right, let's go ahead and do it. And then we just, named the event Free World based on it being the free game Westworld collab. And then it kind of just took on a life of its own and we really just joined forces as opposed to it being two separate entities collabing. It just became its own entity, really. So it's like, yeah, it's Westworld and yeah, there's free game, but Free World is like basically just its own standalone thing almost at this point now.
Yeah, has there been a Westworld only event since Free World started? I don't think so.
Um, I guess only if you would classify the Billy event.
Right.
He's on
Right.
TV. But then again, I was helping with that. I don't know who else helped with it, but um, he's on TV might have been one, but I feel like that was just the West as a whole, low key. The
Right. Right.
culture
If it
as a whole,
wasn't,
really, because there was dudes from out of state that came out here and rapped for free just out of respect for Billy. So like,
yeah.
I got a question for Mr. Free Game Capo, man. The maddest of the mad. Man, I got a question for this dude, man.
what's good, bro?
Sometimes, people get up here, you ask them questions, they'll give you an answer, but it ain't really real. So
Mm-hmm.
before I get off this line, I gotta ask this question. Lee,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta take somewhere in Sacramento. They visiting the city. This is to set they taste buds to the cuisine of Sacramento. Where are you taking them and why?
Mm, so just like, I mean, there's a couple options because it depends on what cuisine you're looking for. But um, if you want to go with soul food, you got to take them to Oak Park. You got to go right down Broadway and go to Fixins.
Let's go.
Um,
Talk about it.
you know what I'm saying? Kevin Johnson, the mayor, the former mayor of the city, Sac High's finest, Phoenix Suns finals appearance. Kevin Johnson's restaurant Fixins. You feel me? That's synonymous with the city at this point. Um, you might want to check out world famous Hot Boys Chicken downtown. You feel me? Since Kiki's been going through some shit a little bit lately, you can't. I usually always say Kiki's, but Kiki's been they done shut down some locations. So I would say check out Hot Boys. And then if you want to go Mexican restaurant, for me personally, I'm from the south side of the city. Mac Road Super Taco is my one. So that's how I would give it up.
Oh, Nico literally left in the middle of you answering that question. That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
Um, I was over. I looked away for 2 seconds, and I'm like, oh, what's going on now? Nah, actually, I was trying to look up some Mozzie battles. I'm really. I hate to be that guy. I'm just really not too familiar with Mozzie's work.
Wow.
Like it looks like he's been on the riot. Looks like he's some battles hosted by Tay Rock. I mean, do you view yourself as the underdog? Do you view this as you giving a shot, or is this like an equal playing
Um,
field in your mind?
and the culture, like, and this goes back to what I was saying in that Facebook Live, if anyone caught it before I took it down yesterday. Online on like the Twitter space and like the battle rap culture, I'm the underdog because he's on URL. He came in with the class with Eunice and Kai Hansel and whoever that six was for the Crucible. He came in with that class. So a lot of his battles is on the app now. So because he came in with them. So you may not have been too familiar, but yeah, I mean, I'm the underdog, but the only thing is he's coming to my house. So I think that kind of puts it, I think that evens the playing field in my opinion. I think it's gonna be really difficult for him, specifically being named Mazi walking into Sacramento.
Oh, because obviously the industry rapper Mazi, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I thought maybe there was something else going
No,
there.
no, it's just that like the Mazi being who he is and being from here and like all of that is just so it's just so many ways. I could literally do a 2 rounds just based on that if I wanted to. I'm not gonna do
Right.
that because I'm more creative than that, but I could and it would probably land 75%. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like he speaks to the essence of like all street shit. So it's like I could easily just pander if I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? So but that's just gonna put him in an environment I don't know that he's prepared for.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I would not. I'm very happy I got to battle Madman Leek much closer to where I live than much closer to where you live. That's for certain, right?
You got me early too. You got me at the I think you was my third or fourth battle.
Oh man, you and Migs are in the same in the same boat with that regard. That's interesting.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, man, I like that battle though, right? Because it makes I like battling other people who run the leagues, book the matches, who understand like the
Mhm.
culture from a more of a 360 point of view, right? I like those matches a lot more. Um, as far as the whole, so I'm looking at this day two card right now. Um, how does the booking process go? Like, I guess what's your involvement in some of these matches, and what other than yours, and probably the title match and Grizz versus A Ward, like what are you looking forward to seeing the most?
Migs and Losos was the one for me that I kind of it's one of the cornerstones of the card for me. Like I booked when I booked the card, that was probably the first or second battle that I booked because my concept with the free world thing is like I want to put on like the West artists that have been, putting in work and are ready to get to that next level. I want to bring in that next level of competition specifically from outside of the West. I like to bring in the outside of the West mid to upper tiers for them to, be able to show that level on some competition that's known outside of the region. So Migs versus Loso checks all of those boxes. Like Migs is ready. I think Migs is ready. A lot of people had him, as one of the better performers in that crucible and should have been advanced. Loso was one of the people himself who had Migs in that category.
Right, right.
So um him getting this step up battle, once he does what he's supposed to do next weekend, there should be no more doubt. I don't think this would be a good platform for him to just bungee jump to the next level, really. And that's what I want to do with Free World. It's like, if you notice, my theme, all of the battles where you see somebody from outside of the West, I probably booked that because I'm really focused on that. It's like we can do West versus West fades all day and we'll still have those, but I specifically like to tap into those markets that talk a lot of shit on Twitter and on the spaces and get involved with these other battle rap platforms, not just, what we always have been doing for years. That'll always be there. When I do these cards, I like to bring that shit into play.
Yeah, that's most of these battles, right? I
Yeah.
mean, just looking at the day two card. I think XP versus Muwop is a huge sleeper on this
Mhm.
card.
Yep.
Um, that is insane. And XP went crazy at can't spell the West without the ES, right? I
Yep.
mean,
He did.
who I've never seen someone do pull ups in the middle of their round.
Crazy.
Insane, absolutely insane.
Crazy. And the same
Um,
for him. Like that's another battle where if he does what he's supposed to do versus Muop, that's somebody whose momentum right now throughout the culture is garnering some attention. So it's gonna put him in different conversations too.
right, right. Whether you agree with it or not, the chat during Muwop versus Next was heavily in Muwop's favor.
Oh yeah.
Um,
And I think about
yeah,
that too when booking. Like when Muop, I'm like, oh shit, we book Muop, Philly gonna be in the chat. Like, that's
right.
a whole nother market that's gonna be, whether I like Muop as a rapper or not, he's gonna bring some type of support, and some type of people to the chat.
Yeah, that now that I think about it, that's an incredible style clash because Muwop
Mhm.
is much more. I wouldn't say he's entirely performance based, but compared to XP, he's performance based, right? And a little more, slightly more abstract, where XP is a straight puncher. But
Yeah,
nonetheless, that's
Muop's
going to be a
energy and aggression and all of those other things where XP is literally just gonna bar you to death.
right, right. Yeah, and it's funny now. Like I kind of just had this realization, like because with shots fired, our goal was always literally to start at like below ground zero.
Mhm.
Like our goal was like what one of our favorite things is giving people their first rap battle ever,
Mhm.
that have never been to a rap battle event, that aren't already entrenched in the culture in some way, shape, or form. Like that's kind of what we like
Yeah,
to thrive on.
cultivating.
Yeah, and I sort of always looked at us as a funnel. We funnel up to,
Yep.
even casual conflicts, I evolve, Westworld, the riot, anything,
Mhm.
anything outside of San Diego, we funnel up to. But
Sure.
you guys are bridging, right? Like we
Yeah.
funnel and then you guys bridge, right?
Well, and that
So
goes back to what you had said. So that's kind of where I started when we did free game was funnel up, funnel up, funnel up. And then I stopped throwing the free game events and the free world thing came about. And so obviously with Westworld already having the platform and the subscribers, it became a hey, let's change direction as opposed to just funnel. Let's give shots now. Let's see sink or swim is Gutta ready to open up a card that has 4,000 people viewing it at one time? Is Luck E versus Joe Maji gonna be able to hold the attention of this live stream as they open the card? Is Migs gonna be able to elevate and show versus Loso that he's ready on the national stage? Like, but it's kind of switched with me not doing the free game grassroots funnel up style cards. Now it's okay, let's take it to the next level and let's focus on those guys who are floating around the mid to West Coast, slightly above mid tier. Can they be actual mid tier in the culture nationwide? So, and that's where it's at now.
right, right. It's honestly it's beautiful, and it's funny, like just seeing free world, like that's just the branding behind those two words next to each other are
Yeah,
already entrenched in battle rap culture prior to anything we've ever done.
yeah, facts.
Um, it's just kind of right there for you.
Yep.
It's like when you think of that bar that everybody should have said, but nobody's ever said it. Um, so you made a post yesterday. I think it was yesterday in the conference
Hmm.
that I will not be quoting word for word. Um, But and then you alluded to this live stream. I didn't catch the live stream, but I mean I would love to hear you decompress that or
The
break
live
that
stream
down a
was
little
short.
bit
It was
more.
only 6 minutes long. I was mad for like 20 minutes. So I saw the post that Next put up, which he has a right to post however he wants to post. That's his feelings. I was looking through the comments and some shit in there just struck me wrong. So by the end of the night, after I got out the gym, I was still mad. So once I was still mad at like 10:30, I went live. It was 10:30, so wasn't nobody really in there.
Yeah.
But
If
Ray
if
May
if
was
you're
in
mad
there.
after the gym, you're actually upset.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, damn, I'm still mad after the gym. I was like, all right, let me get this off. So I did my little live, and my whole thing was, and you said earlier, you feel like we kind of been putting on a master class. Like I kind of agree. I feel like we've been doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there was a couple weeks where we didn't promote. It was fucking holidays, bro. Like I'm personally not investing in battle rap during the holiday season. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just not my lifestyle. Like I'm gonna spend time. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the holiday thing. I've also been trying to reassert myself as a music artist because battle rap has kind of consumed me for 5 years, and I got to establish myself in that. So I've been promoting that too. So I took a couple weeks off of promoting the card, and so all of a sudden in the comment section, there's people, hey, the promo for this card has been ass. I don't know. There's reason no one cares about the next verse Saint battle no more. Like blah blah blah, and that kind of pissed me off because number one, when I did the rollout originally, when I'm dropping flyer after flyer after flyer, 2 and 3 a week, I'm getting great interaction. I'm getting, wow, this is great matchmaking. Wow, look at this rollout. It's beautiful. And then we take a couple weeks off around the holiday time, and now we come back and it's this energy. But at the same time, when I'm promoting on Twitter, every single flyer I drop has got a minimum of 7,000 views or interactions culture wide with comments, with discussions, with spaces about it. When I promote on Instagram, every reel is getting 2,000 plus, 5,000 plus. When I send out these mass text messages in the streets, I'm getting responses. People are going to be in the building. I'm like, damn, do y'all really believe that promotion for a battle rap card is supposed to strictly happen in a private Facebook group? I don't understand how you think that a private Facebook group is going to contribute to the success of a card when the artists are from the card are nationwide. A lot of the artists on the card can't even get access to that group. So because I'm not promoting in the Western Conference group, now promotion for the card is ass. That struck me the wrong way. So I had to go on live and kind of talk about that for a minute.
There you go. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, and I would even go as far as to say most people who are active in the group is probably at least 60% SoCal,
Yeah, for sure.
and that's being generous,
Yeah.
right? And I
No
don't
facts.
think I don't think even half of those people are going to get in their car and drive 9 hours
Yeah.
to Sacramento, much
And
less
and that's
purchase
where
airfare.
the
If I was
aggression
a Dago, I would.
that's where I started getting, as I was talking, I was getting more mad and more mad. That's what I do. I start talking, and as I talk, I get more angry. So as I was getting more mad, it's like I'm realizing things in my head. I'm like, this battle is going to be in Sacramento. There's probably 7 people from Sac in this chat, and I'm like, but why am I even gonna waste too much energy promoting to this group when you guys are gonna watch the stream anyway? You know why you're gonna watch it? Because it's free.
Because it's free. I mean, I'm
Because it's fucking
guilty.
free. I'm giving you a free stream. To all you're gonna do is watch the free stream and go in the comments and talk shit because you're not on the card. That's what y'all gonna do because it's what you do.
Yeah,
So that's kind
guilty
of
as
where I was
charged.
at,
I will be on the stream in the comments. That will be
which is
me.
perfectly fine. But to those people who had that mindset. That's what I was speaking to. Like you're mad because you're not on the card, so you're just gonna watch the stream and talk shit in the chat. I get it. Like. And that's why I took the live down because once I woke up and was like, it probably ain't worth it.
I would go as far as to say that if any rapper is upset that they're not on the card, show up in person.
Right.
Because whenever people hit us up and they're like, "Oh, how can I get on the next card?" It's like, show up.
Yeah, show
You
us that you
know,
fuck with us.
show us that you can get here physically. Because
Hmm.
if I don't have confidence that you can even physically arrive to my venue, then I'm not gonna book you, right?
Yeah, for
And
sure.
as I say that out loud, I am very aware of the fact that I am ready to book Alleyway Boog at a moment's notice. But
As long
you
as
know,
you realize.
yeah, I just got
uh,
to admit, man, I just gotta,
he
I
be
gotta.
showing up for y'all though. He been showing up for y'all.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm
Lately,
saying,
he
man.
has been. he's been on a path of improvement. You got to give props where props are due. So I will cut him the slack there as long as, and I even told him as long as he stays on this path, I will get off his ass about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he been showing
absolutely,
up.
absolutely.
And
Well,
I'm only
any
on his ass because he did it to me.
right, right. So Lee, any final thoughts on your battle coming up? Any final thoughts on the card? What do you got to say to the people?
I think I'm gonna get Mazi up out of there. I don't know if he's gonna get around. Not, of course I'm biased, but I just got some shit. I got some shit for him, and it's one
Dirty.
of the people that I'm a fan of. So like, I didn't take it lightly. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm ready for this one. But battle of the night, I feel like for me, um, Grizz and A Ward is the one I want to see the most. Um, Anybody know me, I always just been a big Grizz fan. And A Ward, anytime I can talk about A Ward, I just say he's one of the best in the world because that's what he is. So that one's gonna be crazy. Especially with Grizz coming off a loss, I know he got something to prove. Um, I think Migs might be the performance of the weekend, though. I
You
think
think
Migs might be the
so?
performance of the weekend. Yeah,
I, I feel like Grizz and A Ward on the card is kind of unfair to every other battle when you start thinking about battle of the night.
yeah.
Because it's like on paper, there's not even a second place in my opinion. It's like that
It's
battle should
just
be
so
so.
crazy because we know that Grizz is known for dropping some of the biggest bombs ever, and then you have somebody who can rebuttal that. And if the rebuttal works, it elevates that bomb to another level. He'll take a 10 to an 11 with no problem. So if A Ward is successfully doing that along with what he does regularly, anything can happen.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, man. Well, we definitely appreciate you. We've been all over this pre-show. The pre-show and the what I'm blanking on the name of the actual card now. All of a sudden, it's just Free World 3, right?
Yeah, Free World 3. It was just the
Okay,
Free
that's
World 3
why. That's
pre-show.
why
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to think of.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
I'm trying to think of an actual name. It's just a number.
No, that's it. Free
Um,
World 3.
yeah, yeah. Well, and I do got to say, man, like when you guys were doing the pre-show, I was like, a pre-show a month in advance.
Hmm.
What are they thinking? I don't know what's going on over there. My gears start turning, and it's something I don't understand immediately. So you kind of reject those things. But as I was watching the stream, I was like, oh, I get it now. I
Hmm.
understand. Like it's a pre-show. They're showing this. If this is the pre-show, let's get ready for Free World 3.
Yeah, because the pre-show
Um,
has some good content. The pre-show has some good content.
yeah,
And it
yeah,
also allowed us the opportunity to do a test run for that setup where we have the commentary in between and such, because that's where day one will be
right.
next Friday. So that allowed us to test that out, which was big time. Shout out to Next. That was his idea. The pre-show was all Next. Next booked that card.
Fire,
Yeah,
fire.
so yeah, and then those dudes who did their thing on the pre-show too, like, they're now in discussions for more shit for with Free World, with Westworld. Like, those is in discussions now. So there'll be more of that coming.
Yeah. So okay. So I gotta ask, man. I gotta ask. What's Trey Foe getting next, man? What's up with him in Westworld, man? What can he get next?
Trey Foe, I think everybody likes Trey Foe, but I personally want to see Trey Foe deliver his material with the confidence that he knows it like the back of his hand. So this is what I'm saying. I know he has performances where he's got through it clean. That's one thing. Maybe you as a seasoned battler can relate to this. There's a difference in getting through your three rounds clean and delivering your three as if you know them like the back of your hand, to where you're confident so much so that you can interact with the crowd in between bars and get to your shit knowing exactly where you left off. I think that Trey Foe, when he gets to the level that he can do that, his performance is gonna go up by 3 to 4 points on the scale. For me, it's missing that right now because I can see him thinking when he's rapping.
Right.
But regardless of all of that, He's still gonna get booked. I don't know exactly what's next. I know we had some ideas getting thrown around. I don't know which one we had next, but I think somebody might have said like him versus Saint Vic was on the table or something like that. There's some shit. We're gonna book Trey Foe again. But I think that Trey Foe, once he gets to that level that I'm talking about, he'll be battling a different caliber and name after that. But he gotta get that polish down.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I couldn't agree more. I mean, I can think of battles where it's like, man, I'm rapping this like I'm rehearsing it because I barely know it.
Yeah.
You
And it's
know,
not the
as a
same. Like it's not your
yeah,
that's when you be like, yeah, I was probably a B tonight. I wasn't an A performance. It was cool.
yeah,
Like I got through my shit. I didn't choke, but I wasn't able to I didn't do no rebuttals. I didn't freestyle. I didn't ad lib to the crowd. I didn't have the conviction I wanted to because it shit wasn't second nature. I wasn't able to
yeah.
dance with it how I danced, like, you know.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Beautifully said. Beautifully said. All right, man. Well, we'll definitely look forward to the show. I will be in the comments as
Yes,
Shots
sir.
Fired rap. So that will be me on the Shots Fired page. It's almost always me on the Shots Fired page. In case anybody out there is wondering.
Just
But
as it's me on the free game page.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. All right, man. Well, we definitely appreciate the time.
All
We
right, bro. Yep.
appreciate the work, and we definitely look forward to it.
Likewise, appreciate you.
Yep.